broke, boy, broke, boy, broke, boy, broke. La croqueta, you know who I am. FIFA 20 different and I feel like Uncle Sam. Texting all you haters cause you A, I defend. Call the apps Takashi cause all they do is bend. Broke boy, elite is what I like to choke boy. I am just a joke boy. Pressure eats me, I'm bok choy. Yeah, I'm a broke boy. Leave you swimming with the fishes, I am so coy. Opposition looking funny, Joe Coy. Class session, yeah, take some notes boy. Broke boy.
Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, whatever time of the day it is. I'm just glad to see you again. It's your boy One Star Week, and we are back for yet another episode of the Broke Boy Road to Glory. And it feels weird calling this series that because we're no longer broke. I'd say we're comfortably middle class, even upper middle class. I'd even say, but Operation Team of the Year or Packet Team of the Year is in full effect, and I've gone quite a little mad, all right? I've gone a little crazy, and I've been pretty much going into all the league SBCs and seeing whichever SBC is worth it, or whichever one is at a decent price, or whichever one I already have a lot of players from, and I've been doing them, and I've been doing them nonstop. I've done probably 15 to 20 different SBCs in the last 24 hours since you've seen my last video. Maybe it's been more than 24 hours, but whatever the case is, I've done a crap load of packs, and I've made a little bit of profit, okay? I've probably come out maybe 10 to 15,000 coins in profit, and I don't really care about the things I've packed. I've packed a few 83s here or there. I've packed a few informs here or there. I've packed a few cards that sell for SBCs here or there, but I don't really care about that because we're trying to pack a blue. Man, I'm waiting for my Cinderella moment. My favorite YouTuber, Fuji. Shout out to Fuji, man. He's one of the people that inspired me to even make a YouTube. But Fuji packed a Team of the Year Mane in his last episode, and I want a Team of the Year Mane. I want a Trent Alexander-Arnold, even though I'm an Everton fan. I want a blue card. Give me an Allison. Give me somebody. I've been playing FIFA for years and years and years, and I've never in my life packed a Team of the Year card. So that's what we're trying to do. As you're gonna see on your screen, I'm letting the packs play out. I didn't pack anything, okay? Like I said, maybe a few informs here or there, maybe a few 83s here or there, just enough to ensure that we made a profit. And I've even seen some of you guys at home. You guys have packed Team of the Years, and honestly, it makes me happy. It makes me feel good that other people out there are packing Team of the Years. But once again, I want a Team of the Year. I want my moment. So here we are. We have a small chance right here. I can't control myself with these goddamn upgrade SBCs. They're just incredibly addictive. I did 5 last episode. We got the untradeable Bernardo Silva, which honestly is not too bad. I mean, I've seen people on Reddit open maybe 40, like 50 of these and gotten absolutely nothing. So here we are. We got 4 of these Premium League or Premier League premium players packs, and whatever I don't use out of these, I'll plug into yet another one. So by the end of this episode, you'll have seen me open 5 of these, and hopefully we get a blue. Hopefully we get at least a walkout. Hopefully we get something that's usable for the icon swaps objectives. So we're gonna start off with pack number 2. Last episode we were doing pack number 3, and number 3 was just not a very lucky number for us. So pack number 2, what it do? Yeah, you're not gonna trick me with those blue flares today. Not today, Satan. We're gonna get Olivier Giroud, and speaking of Olivier Giroud, it looks like he's going to Inter, and honestly, Inter's looking quite good. They got Martinez, they got the former Everton lad. Speaking of Everton, we got Calvert-Lewin, the former Everton lad, Lukaku, killing it for Inter. So I'm happy for the guy, man. I know he kind of used Everton as a stepping stone, and some of the Everton supporters out there are not really too fond of that, but I'm glad to see him kicking on again. We're gonna try pack number 2 again, all right? Because I didn't like that, but you know, we never know. Maybe pack number 2 is gonna be it this time. It's not, and we're gonna get what? Not even a board. Xhaka, boom, Xhaka Laka. There were rumors he was going to Germany, but apparently Arteta says that he's staying. So Cicada, I guess. We also get Sidibe. Yeah, nothing really of note here. We're gonna quick sell that. We got 2 more packs remaining, and honestly, I'm not feeling the vibes. We're gonna just go ahead and pack number 1, or open pack number 1. What are we saying? Okay. Walkout. Thank you very much. Belgium. Center back? Oh, no. Oh, okay. You know what? I can't be too mad at that. We did get a walkout. So out of, what is this, pack number 8? 8 packs, we've gotten 2 walkouts. Both of them completely unusable, but they are usable for SBC. So who knows? I can throw them into SBC in the future. Not too bad. Is there anything else in there? No, there's not going to be anything else in there. Just more Everton players I don't want to see on my screen. Real quick, sell that. And we got one more pack remaining. And like I said, I'll probably do one more and then come right back to you. So, pack number 4. Can we get another walkout? Because back-to-back walkouts would not make me mad. What are we saying? Oh, that's not going to be a walkout. I thought we were about to get back-to-back walkouts for real. It's not going to be it. We're going to get... Is this Joao Moutinho? That kind of sucks. Because I think I already have him untradeable. So, yeah, I'm definitely going to throw him into another Premier League upgrade. What else are we going to get in this pack? We're going to get Tielemans. So, yeah, honestly, these have come in pretty handy because of these packs, I've actually been able to do, as you saw earlier in the episode, a lot of these Premier League SBCs. So I think I got 9 left. So if I really want to, I could grind that out. I don't think it's worth it, but I could. Yeah, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna do one more of these. All right, guys, so we are back. And as you guys see, we've thrown a lot of these players that we just packed back into the SBC. We're gonna roll the dice one more time. And I did make a mistake, actually. My Moutinho is actually tradable, so we're not gonna discard that one, which is a good thing. We're gonna go ahead and submit that. Let's get it. EA, can you bless us? We've done now 10 of these Premier League upgrades. We've gotten 2 walkouts, which is honestly not too bad. The final pack of the episode, and then we're gonna move on to some weekend league gameplay, some review gameplay. EA, give us at least a board. I would love a walkout, but I might be being greedy. Give us something. There we go. All right, guys. Let me know in the comment section down below, how many of these have you done? Or maybe you've done the La Liga one. Maybe you've done the Ligue 1 one. How many have you done? What have been your pulls? And yeah, we're going to jump into some weekend league gameplay. All right, guys. So as you guys see, we have a little bit of a new squad going on. I mean, most of the base of the squad has stayed the same as last weekend, but we have a few new signings. I mean, the first thing that probably stands out is this 89 Balak. If you guys ever watched me, if you guys are day ones from last year, last FIFA, you guys know that Balak was a mainstay on my team forever. I used the 89, then I used the 91, and he pretty much stayed on the team forever and ever and ever. And it's come full circle. We've gotten Balak again. As you guys see here, I've played 8 games with him. I may review him tomorrow. I'm not sure yet, but I will be talking more about Balak tomorrow. Because today, we got to talk about 2 players, and 2 players only. We got Bernardo Silva. He got a moments card, and the card honestly gives me some team of the season Bernardo Silva vibes from last year. All right, when you look at this card, it looks absolutely tremendous. He has the pace, he has the passing, the dribbling stats. I mean, look at that, 96 dribbling. What more can you want? And his passing stats, of course, are gonna be brilliant. And we got Flashback Marcelo. This was a card a lot of guys, including me, were hoping for. We wanted the team of the year Marcelo to be flashbacked, and I don't know what this is a flashback of, but it's not the team of the year Marcelo. Either way, we're gonna see if he's worth it. All right, as you guys see here, he's 5'9". He has a 4-star 5-star combination, and I played 7 games with him in the weekend league. I got 0 goals and 1 assist. And when you look at this card, I mean, he has gotten some important boosts. He has the 86 pace, which is important because his base card has pretty bad pace. His passing stats are nice. His dribbling is insane. Of course, his physical stats are okay. But there are some things that make me question this card, okay? He's going for 300,000 coins untradeable. And can you really justify that for a card that doesn't have 90 pace, that only has 82 defending and only has 84 stamina? I'm not sure about that one. So yeah, we're gonna jump into the weekend league gameplay. I'm gonna let you guys know, is this Marcelo worth it, or is this Bernardo Silva worth it? Let's get it. All right, guys. So as you guys know, I will be talking about Marcelo and Bernardo Silva. But first off, we're gonna talk about this weekend league gameplay. I mean, I expected it to be bad. I expected it to be delayed, and I was not disappointed. I mean, this gameplay was some of the worst gameplay I've played this year, and I feel like I say this every weekend, but yo, this gameplay is pretty bad. And I'm not saying that because I did bad today, because I actually did pretty normal. I mean, I went 6-1 today, 6 wins, 1 loss, which is pretty much on par for what I normally do at the beginning of the weekend league. But every game was just so hard to play. It wasn't fun. So first off, we're gonna talk about Marcelo. 300,000 coins. Is he worth that? And I would have to say absolutely not, all right? We're going to break down the stats, though, so you know exactly what to expect. So, where did I play him? I played him as a left back. I mean, obviously, he's a left back, but I also tried him out in the CDM position, and I do have a good idea about how the card performs in game. So, pace-wise, he definitely has decent pace, and it's definitely an upgrade on his not-informed card. That being said, his pace just isn't good enough, and it's not good enough for a couple of reasons, all right? Number one, it's not good enough because he gets burnt for pace in general. I mean, let's say he's guarding, or not guarding. Let's say he's defending an Mbappe. He's defending even like a Dembele. He gets burnt for pace consistently, and that's something I noticed. And that's because his sprint speed is only 84. It's also the fact that he has high-low work rate. So no matter what custom tactics you do set on him, he will be pushing up, and he won't be really in a hurry to get back. And the fact that he has 86 pace means that he really won't be in a hurry to get back. So because of that, I think his pace is just not good enough to justify the money, and overall I gotta give it an 8 out of 10. Next, we're gonna talk about his passing. Honestly, Marcelo's passing is one of his strong suits. I mean, 92 crossing, how can you go wrong with that? His short passing, long passing, and vision stats are very, very good for a fullback, and in game it did really show. And as when I did play him in CDM position, I really noticed it. He was able to play as a playmaker. He does have a nice through ball. He does have very nice driven passes, and overall I felt very comfortable passing with him. Overall, I gotta give his passing an 8.5 out of 10. Next, we're gonna talk about his dribbling, and Marcelo is probably the best dribbling fullback on this game, bar none. He has the 5-star skills. He has the agility, the balance, the dribbling stat, the ball control. Everything is in the high 80s or low 90s, and you definitely feel it in the game. He feels like a winger on the ball. And as far as playmaking goes, it really helps his playmaking. Defensively, the agility and balance really helps him defend. And what I found with this card is that when he's in position, it's really hard to get past him. However, because of his work rates, because of his lack of pace, he often isn't in position. But we're talking about dribbling here, and overall, I gotta give his dribbling a 9 out of 10. Next, we're going to talk about his defending. And his defending is only 82. And I say only because this is a 300,000 coin fullback. So we got to hold him to high standards here. And defensively, I think he actually felt better than the 82 in game when he's in position. And like I said, he's not often in position. All right, his breakup play is very decent when he positions himself in the right place. His tackle is only 84, but in game it felt like 90. His tackle is very accurate. I think it's also aided by the fact that he does have good strength. He does have good composure. He does have good agility and balance. So like I said, it's very difficult to get past this player when he's in front of you. Overall, I gotta give his defending a 9 out of 10. I think when he's in position, he's very good. It's just his work rates and his pace does kill him. Finally, we will talk about his physical, and honestly, I thought stamina was going to be worse. Normally, I use 84 stamina fullbacks, and they're tired, and they need a sub. And this card, actually, I didn't need to sub him. I was actually putting him in the midfield, and he would last 120 minutes. So his stamina, I thought, was fine. His strength and aggression definitely was very good. He has a stocky-ish body, even though he's not that tall. So he does go into the challenge very strongly, and overall, I got to give his physical an 8 out of 10. Alright guys, so overall, what would I rate this card? I think this card is a very good card. Don't get me wrong. I don't think he's a bad card by any means, but he does have enough weaknesses where I say he's not worth 300,000 coins. If, let's say, they gave him a little bit more pace, a little bit more defending, then it's easier to justify. But because of his weaknesses, I would say a better value for him would be 100 to 150,000 coins. If they released him for that amount of money, I would be like, you know what? He's not a bad value. But for this money, I would say steer clear. Next, we're going to talk about Bernardo Silva. And everything I said about Marcelo, I would say the opposite about Bernardo Silva. I thought going into it that the value that they assigned him, I believe he's like going for about 350,000 coins. The value that they assigned him, I thought was overpriced. And I still do think that he's a smidge overpriced, but he's not a bad value overall. I do think he's probably one of the best right mids in the Premier League, one of the best right mids on this game. We're going to break down stat by stat though. So, 90 pace, how does it feel in game? I did notice a few things about his pace. His acceleration is absolutely insane. The way he accelerates out of skill moves is something that I really haven't seen out of a lot of players on this game. His acceleration is absolutely nuts. On the other side of the token though, his sprint speed is only 86, and because of that, I do think he plays better centrally. I do think he's better as a cam, maybe an offensive center mid. Because when you're on the wing, you do want somebody with top end sprint speed. He does have the acceleration to leave people behind, but once he's in behind, he does get caught up from time to time because of his lack of sprint speed, and I do have to give him negative marks for that. Overall, I would say his pace is an 8.75 out of 10. He will be able to play on the wing, but to get the most out of it, I would say play him centrally. Next, we're going to talk about shooting, and honestly, his attack positioning was absolutely mental. Oh my God, this guy was always open. He was always making dangerous runs, and the give and goes with this guy was crazy. I mean, you would pass the L1X pass with him where you'd pass and send him on the run. He would always be open after that run, no matter what the opponent did. And his attack positioning is actually crazy. His finishing is very reliable. Even on the weak foot, if you're inside the box, I do think he'll be able to finish. On his left foot, everything is guaranteed to be accurate, guaranteed to be on target. And his long shots and shot power are very decent as well. I did score a game-winning long shot that saved me in one of my games with him, so I can't understate his long shots enough. Overall, I give his shooting an 8.5 out of 10. Next, we're going to talk about his passing. And his passing is very nice. And that's why I do think you should be playing him in the cam position. His vision is 91. His short pass is 92. And in game, it really is noticeable. Some of the through balls this guy was getting away with, some of the ways that he was setting up my other players was icon-esque. And it reminded me of the Bernardo Silva from last year that I really enjoyed so much. This guy's playmaking is cam-like. His long passing is only 79, but in game it felt a lot higher. I didn't even apply a cam style to him. He's a very reliable passer of the ball is what I will say. His crossing at 91, I actually did test one time. He was off balance, and he still delivered an inch perfect cross. So overall, I got to give his passing a 9 out of 10. It's actually brilliant. Next, we're going to talk about his dribbling. And this guy's dribbling is one of the best dribbles I've felt on this game. It probably doesn't make sense what I just said, but this guy has some of the best dribbling I felt on this game. This guy dribbles just as good as Messi. He dribbles just as good as Neymar. And I'm saying this after testing him out in delayed gameplay. In gameplay where I didn't even want to play anymore because it was so delayed. But even in that gameplay, this guy could not be dispossessed. All you gotta do is flick the left stick, and this guy's turning and tossing and turning, and even if you were to stick your leg in, the ball sticks to him like a magnet. Oh my God. Just using this guy dribbling wise really makes me want to buy him, because not only is it effective, it's just really fun to have somebody so good on the ball. His ball control, dribbling, agility, and balance are almost maxed out. It definitely feels like that in game. And his reactions are only 88, but in my opinion, he felt very reactive. And he did win a lot of those second chances. And overall, his dribbling is a perfect 10 out of 10. This guy, I'm not exaggerating, is just as good as Messi and Neymar on the ball. Finally, we will be talking about his physical. And the thing that stands out about his physical is his 99 stamina, and it's a very important thing to have in the game. So when you're using him, you won't need to sub him. You just put him in there, you forget about him, he'll last all game. His strength is 58, but overall he did feel a bit stronger when it came to riding challenges just because of his high agility and balance. His aggression is 75. I didn't really notice anything with that. His jumping at 55 is obviously not going to be anything at all. But overall, I got to give his physical an 8 out of 10 solely for the stamina. I mean, it's just a very important stat on this game. All right, guys, so what do I think about this Bernardo Silva card? I would say he's actually not a bad value. If you have some untradables, if he fits your team, like let's say you don't have to completely destroy your team to fit him in, and you can play him in the cam position, go ahead and go for this card. He's one of the funnest cards I've used on this game. Like I said, his dribbling is immense. His acceleration out of skill moves is crazy. That alone makes him a very meta card. His finishing and his attack positioning is also very brilliant. The only weakness I would say with this card is his 3-star weak foot, but in the box, it doesn't really matter that much. Passing wise, I didn't really notice it being an issue. So overall, I would say the 3-star doesn't really kill him. And overall, I gotta give him a 9.25 out of 10. He's actually a very nice card. Definitely weekend league approved, and definitely one of the better attacking players I've used in the Premier League so far. All right, guys, so like I said, I finished this episode off 6-1. Hopefully I could get about 13 games in tomorrow and play the final 10 on Sunday. Once again, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, later.